Sell Travel Better, and today I wanted to talk with you a little bit about what happens when you need a proposal from somebody like a DMC for a private tour, and they come back to you and ask you to fill out an information form and ask you for a budget. And this is perhaps a supplier that you have not used before. I, of course, understand that they need to know about your clients. That's the whole purpose of a private tour, that you can design something that your clients it will be specific to them, if they're foodies or if they like architecture, whatever the case may be. But sometimes you really don't know what the range of budget will be if it's a supplier or a DMC that you have not used before. So let me just tell you a little bit about how that works in the background of it. I was asking for a proposal for a 7-day private Italy tour to 3 particular cities, and I filled out their form and gave them all the background of the clients and told them the cities they wanted to go and the dates exactly and so forth. And this lady kept coming back to me and saying, well, I need to know your budget. I need to know your budget. These people are not 5-star people. I had already said you're going to be looking at 3+ or 4-star hotels. They want some free time. They don't want to be booked up every single minute. But in fact, these people haven't done a private tour before, and I haven't worked with this particular operator, and so I don't know what their range is. So she kept asking me that before she wanted to do a proposal, and really what she was doing was fishing. She wanted to know whether she should aim really high or whether she should aim mid-range. She was fishing. So I just went back to her and said, I've provided you all the information I can. If it's not enough for you to do a proposal for me, I completely understand, but I cannot give you a budget range because I'm not familiar with you, and the clients are not familiar enough with private travel to give me a daily budget. I knew good and darn well it was going to be at least $750 a day. It was probably going to be more like $1,200 a day. But I didn't want to say that. I wanted to get a feel for what they could offer me and the various price ranges. And that's legit. It's a legitimate client. I'm not really fishing. I really want to do business with this group. But the fact that she came back to me 5 times asking for a budget, and finally I thought, I know exactly what you're doing, and I can play that game too. So when that happens to you, people are pushing you for something that legitimately you can't provide. Just say, you know, I've given you all I can give you, and if you can't propose with what I've given you, I completely understand, and I will go find another provider. Well, I did that with this particular gal because she was trying to play me, and boy, it wasn't 5 seconds before I got an email back from Italy in this case, and she was like, oh, of course, we can provide. I'll get on it right away. You've provided me enough. She was fishing, and you're supposed to be a travel advisor who is smart enough to know when you're being played. So that's just a little tip for you. Be firm, be honest, be as generous as you can with all the information so that they can do the very best job for you. But don't let them push you towards something that you can't provide. And just call it. Maybe they're not the ones to do business. Actually, because she was so persistent about all these pages of information, but she was so persistent about wanting that number, I am getting proposals from another couple of companies, and I probably will not go with her because I didn't like the attitude. So be careful and be savvy to when you're being played. That's it. That's all for today. This is Sue with Sell Travel Better. Remember, if you are not on my email list, you will want to go over to selltravelbetter.com, leave your name and email, and when I do little workshops or when I go live here or when I have a video for you, I'll make sure that you know about it. Be sure to also follow this group and page, and I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.